Welcome to Kline May Realty Showcase. My name is Gwendolyn Varone and I'm with the Kline May Augusta office. If you see any homes that you're interested in, please give one of our offices a call. Thank you to our sponsors and enjoy the show.
I would say that 50 to 60% of our dog population comes in off the side of the road. And being able to put them in a home temporarily increases their adoptability in an unmeasurable way. Hi Susan, I'm Heather Yancey, the Foster Program Manager here at the SPCA. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us today.
I'm here to learn a little bit more about your foster program for cats and dogs. Can you tell me a little bit about the program?
Absolutely. We house about 50% of our population in foster at any given point. At this very moment, we have about 65 dogs and 150 cats and kittens in foster. We have some space in the shelter for cats at the moment, but we are over capacity for dogs still, with over 68 on site. In foster, we house pretty much any dog that is under 6 months, puppies, for medical reasons. It helps the medical cases recover more easily in a less stressful environment. And even for the perfect dog, being in a foster home makes them more highly adoptable and more well-adjusted than being in a shelter environment. It also helps us with space. We can't house the 140 dogs that we have in our care here in this facility, and we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing as far as life savings without the foster program.
If a person wants to be part of the foster program, how can they do that?
Super easy. There's a foster tab on RHSPCA.org. There's a little orientation right there online and a link to click to submit an application. I review those personally and reach out to schedule meet and greets.
Are there certain requirements to house a cat or a dog? Like, do you have to have a fenced yard or anything like that?
The requirement is that the home is suitable for the pet. For example, if you have resident dogs, we'll ask you to bring your dogs in so we can do a meet and greet in a slow and controlled environment here on site to make sure that it's a good fit.
Can you tell me more about how you might foster a cat?
You submit an application the same way that you would online for a dog. The links are right there next to each other, and I will reach out to schedule a pickup. The RHSPCA provides all supplies needed to foster a dog: food, bowls, toys, crates, you name it. We'll give you everything you could possibly need for a dog, and we do cover all necessary vet care. When you sign up to be a foster provider for the RHSPCA, you are signing up to take in an animal for a length of time. What you are taking on is the responsibility of bringing the pet to the medical appointments.
Well, Heather, I just want to thank you for having me out today to ask some questions about your foster program. It's very interesting and very helpful.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak on it. It's something that we're very passionate about here. It's grown a lot over the last 4 years, and I hope that we just continue to grow and provide awesome opportunities for the dogs in our care.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, Susan.
It's so exciting to be here in our hometown of Franklin today to give a tour.
It is.
There's lots of fun things to see and do here. What are some of your favorite places that we've been today?
Probably my favorite place that brought back a lot of memories was Warner's Drive-In. It's probably one of the last drive-in theaters remaining, and just going to the snack bar and reminiscing about frying up all those hamburgers. That was special. What about you?
Of course, my favorite place is Fort Seibert, which is my home place, and it was nice to have you back on the property today and show you around, tell you a little bit about that French and Indian War era history. In 1758, Fort stood there until it was burned by Shawnee and Delaware Indians, and that whole area has a lot of really awesome history. And there's lots of historic buildings in this particular area. Behind us is the courthouse, and across the road is the McCoy House.
The McCoy House used to be where the library used to be.
For many, many years, yes. So behind us we have the McCoy Law Office, which is a very old and historic building here in Franklin.
And the white building is the new Kline May Realty office here in downtown Franklin.
Another great thing about this area in Pendleton County is the fact that there are so many outdoor attractions and things to do. I mean, we're nestled here at the bottom of the Allegheny Mountains and right off the south branch of the Potomac River. So there's lots of fishing, lots of hunting.
Yes, and we stopped off at Brandywine Lake. Still there after all these years and still kept up and beautiful. Susan, so as a realtor, what can you tell people about this area that people would just love and fall in love with and want to move here?
As far as moving here, it's a great place to live. It's a great place to raise children. Anyone who enjoys outdoors or potentially farming, West Virginia and Pendleton County in particular is just really a beautiful place where people can really take in God's creation all around them, no matter where you look. I'm really grateful that I was raised here, and I wouldn't change it for anything. The love of this land is definitely in my heart, and the deep connections I feel to the people and the place is strong, and that won't change.
I agree. If somebody would come here, they would definitely get the sense of all that.
One of my favorite things coming here as a kid was we had this big drop tower. So it's a different perspective, you know, when you're a kid, you're out there, you know, you're enjoying all the carnival rides that they have, but you know, now you're just enjoying the people, enjoying the conversations that you're having with everyone. Yep, seeing all the families come together, it's always fun.
Hi, I'm Karl Waizecker, Principal Broker at Kline May Realty. Thank you for joining me for another Q&A with Kline May. Today our topic is something that I've been a little bit surprised to see in the headlines, but the media being the media, it's in the headlines nonetheless, and that is the notion that maybe we're in for some kind of real estate market crash and a steep decline in prices. I don't think that's going to be the case by any stretch of the imagination. Folks are starting to talk about that because nationwide inventory is rising slightly, but again, we've got to consider that's very relative. We are in a better situation with inventory than we were last year. But last year was among the lowest levels of inventory we've ever seen since records were kept. So even though we're doing slightly better, we're nowhere near having even a balanced supply, let alone an oversupply of homes that would cause prices to crash. In the Great Recession, which is what everybody brings up when they're writing these articles, remember we had a lot of financial problems. There was a lot of folks on Wall Street doing business in very risky financial products, and when those products crashed and folks defaulted on loans, there were literally millions of homes, foreclosures, that flooded the market nearly overnight. But we're not in for anything like that. Foreclosure numbers, delinquencies on mortgages are super low right now. The lending industry is very conservative and very good at making loans to folks who can afford to pay them back. I can't see any way in the world that we're headed for a crash. I would ignore those sensational articles if you see them. We're here again at Coffee Hound in downtown Harrisonburg. Last episode I tried their dark roast, which was super strong. This is their medium. That's just great. That is velvety smooth. That would be an awesome cup of coffee with breakfast in the morning. Again, Coffee Hound is a dog-friendly coffee shop. So if you like dogs and you like coffee, come on down and give them a visit. If you've got a question for me about real estate here locally, or if you've got a coffee you'd like me to try, please send that to me at questions@klinemay.com. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.
What if you could take advantage of lower mortgage rates without refinancing? With DuPont Community Credit Union's new Rate Drop Mortgage, you can. DCCU's Rate Drop Mortgage lets you lower your rate every 12 months if rates drop. Just pay a processing fee per rate adjustment. No refinancing or new closing costs required. Enjoy flexible home financing with DCCU's Rate Drop Mortgage. Visit mydccu.com or talk to a mortgage advisor today to get started.
Hello, I'm Christine Tarani from Kline May Realty, and welcome to 104 Doe Hill Drive in Churchville, Virginia. We have a custom-built 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath ranch with just under 2,300 finished square feet, plus a full unfinished basement, built in 2003 on 5 gorgeous acres. You will enjoy the sunrise from the front porch, the beautiful gardens and fruit trees, and the sunset from your covered patio. There is just so much to enjoy on this beautiful property.
our kids the best of everything, the best nutrition, the best education, and the best place to grow up, even the air they breathe. Lennox strives to provide the best air quality for your family's home, free of indoor air pollutants.
At Landis Heating and Air Conditioning, they can install a Lennox customized comfort system in your home. Let Landis sweat the details so you can relax in comfort. Call my friends at Landis Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
So we actually just reopened our volunteer applications a couple weeks ago, and we're looking for all kinds of volunteers to join our team. They can pretty much be involved in every aspect of what we do here in the shelter. So they help working directly with the animals, with the dog team and the cat team. They can help with our medical clinic. They can help with different administrative tasks, events, social media and marketing, pretty much everything. We absolutely could not do the work that we do without the help of volunteers.
And enjoy the show. Let me look at that one more time, please. Welcome to the Kline May Realty show. Let me start again. Realty. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks again to our sponsors. See you next week.